Hey guys, how's it going? It's Dankoni here and welcome back to Overwatch. So, it's August, and that means the return of the Summer Games for the third time around. Now, Summer Games 2018 has been teased, not just been teased, but teased on Overwatch's Twitter. Picture of a ball and Lucio and two stadiums, the Sydney Stadium from last year, and what possibly looks like a Korean stadium for this year. But we all love Lucio Ball, but for a third time in a row, yes, obviously Lucio Ball will return, but is it possible to see something different? Because this is the problem with Overwatch's events. The worrying thing is they can get a bit repetitive. It was promising when we got Uprising, which turned into Overwatch Archives, because we got Retribution, which was fantastic. Everyone loved the Retribution. I don't think there was a single person who didn't like Retribution. I played the hell out of it. Also, we've seen Junkenstein 2 times now. Halloween. We had Junkenstein's Endless as a tweak to Junkenstein previously. In the second iteration of Lucio Ball, all we had was another map. We had Sydney. So, it's a difficult one. But I'm not sure whether just a map is enough. In all honesty, I'm really not sure whether it's enough. There's some crazy ideas you can have, because now you've got Hammond in the game. And Hammond, or Wrecking Ball, is a ball. So, I'm not saying using him as a ball, that doesn't make any sense, but perhaps have a Shotput. Have a little mini game mode of a Shotput where Hammond can attach his grapple to a pole and swing himself around and get himself as far as possible. Wouldn't that be an awesome idea? Or something along the line of that. We need something different. The problem is there's a limited amount of heroes that could do something pretty sporty like that, though. Lucio is the obvious one. I'm trying to think of what else you could have. You could possibly have, like, flying basketball with Farah or something, like her remote does. Or you could have what I just suggested with Hammond. But I think we need to see something different. Obviously, we will be getting skins, we'll be getting emotes, we'll be getting voice lines, we'll be getting highlight intros, victory poses. That comes as standard with these events, which could be quite interesting. You know, you want to see a boxer Doomfist. Surely, that's got to happen. I want to see Doomfist with a giant boxing glove. That would be like awesome. And Doomfist has been getting some pretty neat skins recently, with his Talon skin, his Tuxedo skin. He's been getting some real nice skins recently, and that would be one to cap it all off. I'm not talking about a date, so bear with me. Now, in terms of timings for this, it will return on August the 9th next week, and will run through to August 30th. So about 3 weeks you'll have for the Summer Games. I'm guessing we're going to get competitive Lucio Ball for a second season. It should be really interesting. A Korean map, yes, very nice. I mean, maps are nice in Lucio Ball, but they have more of an impact in the normal game than they do in just like an arena you can't go outside of and explore. I mean, literally, these maps are like, I'm in an arena and I can see a nice view outside. It's not like a full-blown map. Like, we got blown away with Rialto when we got this like custom map for Retribution, and then it actually became a payload map. That's pretty crazy. But I hope we see something extra. I really do, because otherwise Summer Games is becoming perhaps a bit stale. It's kind of, I don't want to say running out of ideas, because the devs at Overwatch are very creative to even think up Lucio Ball in the first place. But the devs are very creative, and I'm sure they must have something else in line, because Lucio Ball just returning over and over and over again, it doesn't entice people back. As we know, Overwatch has suffered, as every other game has suffered, with the rise of Fortnite. And an event in Overwatch generally brings a lot of people back in. Retribution had that effect. The anniversary Not so much, really. The great thing about the anniversary is it was done nice in the fact that you could do all of the modes. You couldn't select it on when you wanted to do it, but you could play Lucio Ball if you want on there on the right day. You could play Junkensteins, you could play Capture the Flag, you could play... I mean, Capture the Flag you can play normally anyway, but you could play Uprising, Retribution, you could play Junkenstein's Endless, you could play normal Junkenstein. It was a nice little thing, but Lucio Ball is fantastic in itself, but I think we need something to supplement it now. Something to think, oh, that looks so cool to play, instead of, oh, hey, Lucio Ball's back. Hey again, Lucio Ball. Bye, Lucio Ball. And it leads me on to say, well, what are we going to get at Halloween? Because Junkenstein's Endless, I think, was a bit of a cop-out. Sorry, devs, but I think it was. Because the Overwatch League was just being formed, I think they had to concentrate so much on getting the spectation system right that they kind of took their eyes off the ball with events and actual content for the players. And now I think that's come full circle, because obviously towards Halloween you're looking more into Overwatch League Season 2. But there won't be the problems with the spectating system and all that will have to be ironed out. So they'll have more time on their hands. Now, we did see a comic around the time of Halloween where we actually had a whole new Junkenstein's Endless with new Widow skins and Hanzo and Genji and all that stuff. And Zen and whatever. We got the skins apart from the Genji skin, but we didn't get the mode. I would like another part of Iconworld at Halloween. Like, I don't know, you have to defend inside the castle or something. Something different, because if it just keeps repeating, then it gets very stale. And that's what was so brilliant about Retribution. Retribution was completely different. Yes, it was a PvE, but it was completely different to anything else we've got before. Uprising was a different thing to what Retribution was. Different map, different enemies, different storyline. It was unique, is the key here. I think we need something new for the Summer Games that is unique. And that would be fantastic. In terms of skins, yeah, I'd like to see a box of Doomfist. Don't really know much else. I mean, I'm sure the devs will surprise us with something. We've got Brigitte. I think you probably might see a Brigitte skin for the Summer Games. Don't know what it would be though. Don't know what it would be. That would be quite interesting to see what a Brigitte skin might be. Wrecking Ball might get his first event skin, but I think what we might have happening is Wrecking Ball might get his first event skin at Halloween. A pumpkin Hammond, anyone? Can you see that? I've always wanted a pumpkin D.Va as well. I want to see D.Va this Halloween get a skin. I think she needs a Halloween skin. Definitely. I was looking for it last year and it didn't happen. Anyway, I'm going off at a tangent about Halloween. It's nowhere near that time yet. Anyway, so the Summer Games returns on the August the 9th with Lucio Ball, competitive Lucio Ball most likely, and skins and emotes and victory poses and sprays and voice lines and whatever else you want. But will we get anything different? We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure there's going to be teasers over the next few weeks. Please though, Blizzard, don't announce pretty much everything before the actual event goes live, because then there's nothing to get hype about. Oh, we're getting this, 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 and this, and this skin. And, oh, they're here now, I guess. Knew about them, but hey, they're here. And try and keep it tight on those leaks, because we don't want any leaks. That's kind of annoying. It really is kind of annoying. The previous Summer Games was awesome. I remember doing a live stream of it. We didn't know what was coming. We got this crazy Widowmaker skin that looked like blew everyone's mind. We got Lifeguard McCree and all that good stuff. And that was fantastic, and I want to get that sort of hype back. A little side note, obviously the Overwatch World Cup will be kicking off in just about a week to 2 weeks time. 16th of August we get the first qualifiers in South Korea. And there will be an Overwatch World Cup roundup. That will be happening Monday next week, where we will get some introductions to the teams, their rosters, whatever, and yeah, that should be awesome. And then the World Cup roundup will go through the qualifiers, and then we'll get a big roundup when the finals take place at BlizzCon, which, believe it or not, it's not that far away. So yeah, that's all I wanted for this one. It's just a bit of a roundup. You know, there's been a lot of PTR changes going on with buffs and nerfs and whatever. That's been covered. And now we're getting in some good old event time again. And to be quite honest, we've had Hammond. You know what happens after this event? Hero speculation. Oh, it never stops with Overwatch. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next video. See you then.